The Korean War began in 1950 when North Korea invaded South Korea. This action sparked the first full military conflict of the Cold War. In July of that year, the UN forces, primarily made up of US servicemen, sent troops to aid the South Koreans, with China and Russia backing the North. To the United States, this war was international forces in battle between communism and democracy. The war was brutal, with nearly 5 million Korean deaths, half of those being civilians. After months of back-and-forth victories by both sides, casualty numbers began to climb and the war became a stalemate. It was feared by all accounts that if something wasn't done to bring peace, this war could lead to World War III.
What you've got is a war of attrition. And this is the worst possible kind of war you can fight. The whole idea is who can suffer the most casualties the longest. Now, Western allies are at a disadvantage because, being democracies, we have to listen to the people of our country. And if the people get disgusted that this has gone on too long, we've suffered too many casualties, get out of it. Well, we have to get out of it. Chinese communists, on the other hand, don't care what the people have to say. If you speak too loud, hey, you can go to the front line too. So we're at a disadvantage. However, the North Koreans and the Chinese casualties were so high that they eventually come to the peace table, but they weren't really interested in talking peace. They just thought that the fact that they came to the table would maybe take the pressure off, and it didn't. But the war became so bloody, both sides agreed to a ceasefire. That ceasefire is still in effect. The war has technically never ended.
In July of 1953, after 2 years of negotiations, a ceasefire by both sides was declared, and the boundaries of the two countries were set near the 38th parallel, a 2-mile-wide demilitarized zone that still exists today.